The radio tower.
The world of Sandland is a vast, dry desert, and as you drive through it, you'll start filling in your map with icons for settlements, ruins, water supply points, and so much more. It can seem a little daunting at first, but fortunately, you can activate radio towers to reveal big portions of the map in one go. There are 24 total, and this guide will help you find every last one of them. With a few exceptions later in the game, every region of Sandland has 2 radio towers to activate. When you find one, you'll have to spend some resources to patch it up, but the plethora of new icons that populate your map after that will definitely be worth it. This guide provides a guaranteed path to each tower, but note that due to the open world design of the game, you may find alternate routes along the way. Also, some of these towers are tied to the game's story. Therefore, we do want to give you a spoiler warning before diving into the full list. The first radio tower is hard to miss. It's along the road as you drive to the Junkyard market beneath the Lisab battleship. Pull over, take out the bandits out front, then use your materials to fix it up. The best time to activate the Talbo radio tower is during the mission where you have to recover Anne's motorbike. You'll even see it in the background of a cutscene. Instead of heading left toward the waypoint at the cliff, bear right so you can activate the tower first. The news radio tower is mandatory for the game's story, so you definitely can't miss it. Sheriff Rao will want to visit when you first enter the Wapho region. Follow the quest markers and take out all the enemy tanks as you make your way there. The fourth radio tower can be found once you reach the legendary spring. It's inside the hidden Picchi settlement, so once you're able to freely run around, head on over to the Picchi radio tower right next to the water. The next tower is found at the edge of the massive crater from the Aquanium explosion. When Rao takes you there, you'll see it on the horizon. When you're able to free roam again, return to the area, circle the crater, and drive up the hill to the west. You'll encounter some Royal Army enemies along the way. The Southern Frontier radio station, as the name implies, is in the southern part of the Maphin region. In fact, it's located right along the border of the neighboring Wapho region. There's only one path up the butte to reach it, and you're going to need to prepare for a lot of resistance along the way. To reach the Marhan radio tower, drive southeast from the capital city in the Gahlet region. It's surrounded by scorpions, so drive around them or shoot them down before heading uphill. There will be a few more soldiers to take out at the top. The Cascade radio tower is a little tricky. Head to the cliffs on the western side of the Gahlet region to find this little passage of steps. Climb them and bust through the rocks at the top with your tank's cannon, then jump your way through the next room to get back outside. From this vantage point, you'll see the tower below. Drop down and cross the bridge to go activate it. The North Palace radio tower is super simple. As soon as you drive over the drawbridge into the Chapa region, you'll see this along the road to the Merrick battleship. Pull over, beat the soldiers blocking it, then activate it. This one's nice and easy. The next radio tower is found almost due west of the last one. As you drive up the hill, you might notice a suspicious lack of enemies defending the tower. That's because a fearsome Don Tyranno will swoop down as soon as you get too close. We already covered the Southern Frontier radio tower, and you'll find its northern cousin in the Hotkae region, northwest of Demon Village. Just note that to reach the area, you'll need to first drive across the land bridge to the southwest of the village. The Hotkae radio tower, found in the region of the same name, is due east of Demon Village. Just drive over the dunes and take out the Royal Army soldiers guarding the site to check it off your list. Next up, the Lidr radio tower in the Skoan region. To enter the area, you'll need to cross the drawbridge checkpoint at the border of the Tort region. From there, you'll be able to see this radio tower high up on a cliff. Drive over, then walk in from the south with your jump bot to start climbing. You'll have to fight some bandits as you make your way up to the tower. The second radio tower in Skoan is way up north, along the Nahn region border. First, you'll need to drive through the tunnel in the Black Mountain that divides Skoan in half. On the other side, use your hovercraft to cross the water to the isolated island with the radio tower. Once you're there, hop up the rocks and take out the bandits to finally activate this one. You can actually see the plant radio tower from where we just activated the last one. There are a few different spots to cross the river, so do so and head north to find the abandoned plant. This area is chock full of bandits and dinosaurs, and when you arrive at the tower, you'll have to fight a fearsome Tyranno named the Guardian of Nahn. For the final radio tower in Sandland, but not the whole game, just head east from the abandoned plant. You'll be able to see it on the horizon. Drive over, hop up the cliff with your jump bot, and clear the bandits to check off all the towers. Well, in this country at least. The last 8 radio towers are in Forest Land, and you might see the first one among the rocks as you're heading to rescue Anne from Endmill Base. When you're done with that, drive south and use the zip line to cross the gap, then continue up the hill to the radio tower. Take out the soldiers there to clear the way. Now for the Kilos radio tower. Due east of Endmill Base is a massive rock structure known as Helix Mountain. Follow the winding roads over there, then start driving your way up the steep cliff. There will be some soldiers defending the place. When you get to the top, you'll have to hop out and jump your way up the last few steps to the tower. Just south of the Capital Radio Tower, the first one we named in this region, is a massive lake. If you cross it on your hover car, you'll find another radio tower on the southern shore. Just be prepared to fight some crocodiles as you sail over. You really can't miss the Rianda radio tower. It's right along the path on your way to the Rianda battleship. Once you emerge from the tunnel in the Junker Market, you'll see it to your right. Just trot on over and boot it up. The Crump radio tower is southwest of Trick Camp, your base of operations in Forest Land, but you can't go there directly. Instead, you can wait until the story mission A Man of Chivalry, which sends you in the direction of Crump Army Research Lab. Drive through the winding mountain path and you'll encounter a lot of wildlife along the way. When you see General Croa at the crossroads, go right past him and continue following the road. Crump Radio Tower is just around the bend. Finding the path to the Forest Mountain Radio Tower is pretty tricky. Start by the water supply spot here, then head just a few paces east before making a left down a narrow dirt road. Follow this path north as it carves through the mountains. When you see a small town in a valley to the west, cut through it to stay on the path. You generally want to stay pointed north and uphill. As you get closer, the area will get misty. It will also be full of Forest Land soldiers. Take them out and continue up the path, dealing with the Tyrannos perched by the tower itself. With them gone, you can finally repair the Forest Mountain radio tower. The Vender radio tower is right in the middle of the Bahns region. A good time to make your way over there is during the aforementioned Man of Chivalry story quest. Instead of heading south to Arcadia Village, continue west through the valley. When you get near the edge of the map, you'll be able to follow a trail to the north up to the tower. Expect some army members at the top. The final radio tower in Forest Land is a little isolated. From the previous tower, head back down the hill and go east. As you near the Bisquet region border, there will be a small path heading north. Follow it, then bear left when you see the Junkyard ahead. The road will wrap around to the tower. And there you have it. All 24 radio towers in Sandland. And, Forest Land too. There is so much more to discover in this game, so for more help building your favorite bots, completing side quests, or anything else, head over to our wiki and stay tuned to IGN.